I don't say good morning anymore because they're usually not. Today might be a little bit better. It's Independence Day, something that we're doing, and it's going to be called hashtag Colin Screw. I'm going to have some bumper stickers made up, and they're going to have a hashtag Colin Screw on there, but I also need somebody to draw like an outline of his face, and I'm going to use that as the thumbnail on this page or on this video. And I kind of want to put it behind it. So if anybody's got any drawing skills and they want to send that to me, you can send it to me on Facebook under Clay Rogers. It's an easy way to get images and stuff to people. So we're going to do that. If anybody wants to volunteer to sell the stickers around Kent City or, Cedar Springs or something like that, that's going to be super cool. So Colin's condition, this morning they had another meeting. In all honesty, good is still bad, but good is good just the same. Verbiage that one of the doctors used was critical stable. He even mentioned that he didn't like using that verbiage, but it's what it is, critical stable. He's critically stable. That's actually a positive. Last night he had an MRI. That, as far as his brain injury goes, it's still catastrophic. I was hoping for them to say that it was better than they thought, but they didn't say it was worse. So I'm going to take that as a positive note, and you should probably too. He's off the ventilator. He has a infection. They use a lot of clinical terms that I don't understand, honestly. Still going through a haze. If you have to deal with a situation like this, it is really good to keep friends and family around. These videos have been extremely therapeutic to me. Your prayers, your stories, they definitely make a difference. I think it's helped me get through. I think I'm still kind of going through like a fog with everything. I think these help me manage. They're a lot of work. I don't know if you guys know it, but man, sometimes to do these videos, it'll take like 5 hours of editing. I am not, and that's all on my phone. It's difficult. If I put in all the pictures and photos and go through and cut everything down and everything, it takes a lot more time, and then you gotta upload it and all that. Enough of my whining about myself when my son's fighting for his life up in a hospital room. As far as I'm concerned, prognosis is, it really hasn't changed, but it did make me feel a little bit better. I actually feel more positive today than I have in the past couple of weeks. He's definitely a kick-ass kid, and he didn't deserve this. If you're going through this, you need to keep friends and family around. You need to have people consciously trying to get your mind off of it, because you're not going to be able to cope with it if you don't. I get in the car, and when I'm driving and have to go do stuff, God, they're the worst times when I'm by myself. It's the worst. And I've got to go back to work, and then I work there by myself. My other son, Cameron, he's a producer of the show. He helps me with a lot of this stuff, and he comes there and works with me, but he can't work there every day because he's got college to go to and stuff. So it really sucks. One of these days, if I can ever find somebody who likes metal fabricating and working on cars and doing YouTube videos, I'll hire somebody eventually. I just can't seem to get anybody who really wants to work or has any kind of whatever, but one of these days I will. So today I'm going to go back to work. That's good for some of you because I've got like 7 cars. Even though I don't even run a retail repair facility, somehow I still got 7 cars with the inventions that I made. People bring them to me from all over the place. So I have to fix them. Because if I invented them, I should be able to fix them. So I'm going to try to go get some of them cars done this week. And that'll distract me enough. So this might be my life work from now on, doing stuff like this, but I don't think I'm going to change my channel to Colin stuff. I'll probably end up moving all of his stuff to a different channel, a new channel. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I got to get back to work. So The point I'm trying to make is if folks like you, a part of Colin's crew, are watching these, watching the channel for updates and stuff, you're going to see some stuff about automobiles and stuff like that aren't even going to make mention of this, because you got to think about the people who are watching the videos in the future. They have no idea, and they didn't come to watch a video about depravity, horrific crime, people acting like the most inhumane animals on the face of the planet. I don't know how I'm going to do the beginning of them videos while I'm going through this, but I doubt they're going to make mention to it. I'm going to have to make it seem like it's normal, to pull out the old acting hat a little bit. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable while they're watching my repair videos, and I don't want to seem like I'm dry begging for attention. My channel was not built on this type of thing. I built this channel to inspire and empower people to do things themselves. And I think that's what America's about, hence the Independence Day today. If we all work together, we all can make things different. I don't think that these laws were in place and intended for this type of situation to happen. These three can get away with murdering somebody. I don't think they were written that way so they could drag people by a car 855 feet while they screamed for their lives and begged for their mom and dad. I doubt anybody had that intent when they wrote the laws. It's kind of surprising to me that this isn't such a horrific crime that you wouldn't go, well, that probably wasn't the intent of the law. Maybe we should try this to do something to these guys that's not the same. I mean, because they didn't commit a crime that people commit daily. They committed a horrific crime that should anger every single one of you that have kids at home, because it could happen to yours. And I'm sorry to say that. I hate to say that. I don't want that to happen to anybody's child. I don't want anybody to ever have to go through this. But people are animals nowadays. We are constantly divided day after day, program after program. We are told one thing, lied to about another. You don't know what the truth and you don't know what the facts are, okay? I mean, even me, from the beginning of this, they tell me one thing and then they discover other things, and then I go to the accident scene and I'm like making things up that only make sense based off of logic and rational reasoning. I can't stick your arm in your car and have somebody try to drive off with it. How long is your arm going to be inside that car with your feet on the ground? Not even a second. You're going to pull your arm out. So you're telling me that somehow my kid literally was able to stay attached to, what'd he do? Hold on to the back of the seat? He didn't hold on to the throats of the people. He didn't punch them or anything, because they had no physical damage whatsoever. And they even said that he didn't try to punch them or hold them or anything. But how does his arm stay in a car for 32 seconds going over 45 miles an hour? How is that possible? The only way it's possible is if somebody held him and rolled up the window, or they held him the whole damn time. I don't know. But they did one or the other. There's no other logical, rational conclusion than that. Impossible. Impossible. Try it. It doesn't take but a second. Just give it a go. See how long your arm stays in there. Anyways, sorry for bringing the crazy Clay out a little bit. It's just unfathomable to me. It's really unbelievable. Now, here's the thing about our country. It's Independence Day. We are thankful to have this country. Is it perfect? It's not perfect, people. The laws aren't perfect. The people aren't perfect. But the thing that we've got to wake up and realize is that not everybody is going to be happy. I may be one of them people that's not going to ultimately be happy because of the laws that are in this country. But you know what? I love this country so much that I'm willing to accept that, as long as I'm told why. If I'm told why, I will accept it. If you could say to me, hey, Clay, this is better for the mass population, I can accept it. I really, truly can. Because I'm big enough to do that. But I don't really also see how anybody could ever explain away this scenario, or that this scenario was even conceived or thought of. But people are animals. Some of them. They just have no foundations, no roots. They have no consistency in their life. If you want to know the key to money, wealth, all of that stuff, it starts with consistency. If you are not consistent at either being bad or consistent at being good, you will never have anything. Period, point blank. Because if you think about it, you can't change anything without consistency. You can't consistently grow without consistency. You need to take that to heart, and you need to really think about it. Especially if you're the poor type like we are, okay? You either have lots of money or lots of time. And if you don't have lots of money, then you have lots of time to save money. Meaning, driving halfway across town to save $75, would you think about what you would get paid if you drove across town to save $75? That's you paying yourself 75 bucks. Guarantee if you're poor, you have something that every rich person on the planet wants. And that's time. And if you're rich, you have something that every poor person wants, and that's money. But the only way to get money is to utilize your time. I'm poor, but I'm constantly using my time to become rich. Because I have a lot of time, just not much money. I constantly talk about these things in my repair videos because this is what I'm good at. I'm not great at anything, but I'm good at a lot of different things. And my good is often better than most people's best. I'm good at saving people money, but helping them and showing them and explaining them and letting them see the things that they need to see. That's Clay's ramble for the day. Went on for 7 minutes and 42 seconds. Gonna get cut down quite a bit. God bless. Have the best of days. Remember, don't be the next to them. Be the very first to you. And if anyone else can do it, I promise you can do it too.